All right. Hello, hello. Hello, Prido.
Hello, hi, hi, how you doing? You alright?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright.
You're doing well. How is the whole quarantine situation going for you?
Oh, it's bad, Like we can't really do anything. We've got so much music that we want to put out, but we stuck indoors, so we just trying to make the most of it at the moment. Really, trying to record as much as I can, and
Yeah.
engage with supporters. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, first of all, for joining us here on Switchboard, which is a show on Switch TV. This is actually the hottest entertainment show, so you're at the best place, just to let you know.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Really happy for having me, guys. I'm really happy. Thank you,
Yeah. Okay. So,
thank you.
for people who don't know you, who is Prido? Where are you from? Where do you live? And when did you join the music industry?
Yeah, Prido. I'm Zambian.
Mm-hmm.
I live in the UK at the moment. I do a bit of Afro, a bit of hip hop, R&B, pretty much a blend of everything. So what I normally do is I mix my background, my African bit to
Mm-hmm.
the English side, and just have a fusion of something that everybody can enjoy. So yeah, Prido is basically African living in the UK, doing
Doing
a blend of
African.
all
Yeah.
reggae, dancehall, Afro, just the
Yeah.
likes. Yeah.
Awesome. So, do you permanently live in the UK? Were you born there?
No, no, no. I wasn't born here. I was born in Zambia. I
Mm-hmm.
was born in Zambia and moved over to the UK about some 15 years ago. So it's just been one of them
Okay.
where yeah, yeah, I've
So,
matured over here
so,
and there.
all right. So, would you say that being in the UK has positively or negatively influenced you as an artist?
I think personally, it's been a positive journey so far because I've been able to be sort of in between the Afro and the obviously Western side of kind of music.
Yeah.
So it's got its points and its negatives. Obviously, when I do the Afro stuff, I get a lot of support from Africa in particular.
Yeah.
But it's because I'm so far away from home.
Mm-hmm.
It has a little negative because they don't actually see me there
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
So I could say the only drawback, but otherwise, I'd say it's been alright. It's been
Yeah,
alright.
but I'm sure all the Africans living in the UK are so excited to be able to see an African in the UK do such kinds of music, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a growing sort of sound as well. Like we're getting bigger and bigger
Yeah.
by the day. So
Yeah.
it's a nice time anyway for music and in general everywhere as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, I love that. So when would you say you started music as a career and not particularly as a hobby?
Yeah, it was. It started off as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I used to sing in church as well. Like with African parents, they take
Wow.
you to church. You know,
Yeah.
so used to sing there. Then it kind of grew from there. Like when I slightly got older, I started mixing with people that are into music, and I started taking it a bit more serious. And I was getting a really good feedback of people, and
Yeah.
then it just grew from there.
Yeah. And when was that? What year was that?
I'd say about 5, 6 years ago. It's been longer than that, but when I started taking it
Wow.
seriously, like
Yeah.
I'd say about
All right.
four years.
So, of course, as an artist growing up, there's a particular artist maybe you listened to, and that's the one who inspired you to create your music. Do you have a particular artist who you think you get your inspiration from?
I think it's a mixture of quite a few artists. There's quite a few people that I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
The first ones are obviously like everyone else. You get the American artists like the Lil Waynes
Yes.
and those type of people. Then
Mm-hmm.
obviously when we started seeing the likes of Wizkid and Burna Boy like taking off, it sort of put into perspective, saying right, you can sort of progress as an African artist, not just somebody who's doing Western music, if you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So that's
Yeah.
what made me sort of put even more effort into the type of music that represents where I'm from.
Yeah. Okay, so you've mentioned Lil Wayne, you've mentioned Wizkid. Quick question. If you were to hang out and maybe even collabo with any artist, dead or alive, who would that be and why?
Ooh, Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive, choose. At this moment in time, I would say I would want to do something with Burna Boy. But if somebody else dead, I'd say maybe Bob Marley or so. I think it would be just a great thing to have under my
Yeah.
own personal bucket list.
And I think your sounds would be such an interesting blend to see together. You know, especially, I mean, Burna Boy is not too far to reach, though, right? You can be able to do something like that, right?
Yeah, 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 definitely, definitely, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your new song. It's called Zambezi, right? That's your
Yes,
most
so that,
recent song. What is that about? Where did you get the inspiration of that particular song?
so with Zambezi, so what I wanted to do when I on my music career, my music journey, I wanted to have a distinct sound that sort of separated me from the main predominant West African Afro sound. So if
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the music, the Afrobeats music that plays in the UK is from like Nigeria, Ghana, you know, the West African part.
Yeah, yeah,
So I wanted to do something that sort of, because I'm from Zambia, which is further down in the southern central part of Africa. So I
yeah.
wanted to do something that had a distinctive sound of that region. So
Mm-hmm.
Zambezi, when I heard the beat, it just made sense. It's a type of music. I don't know if you've ever there's a big artist from Southern from Zimbabwe, basically called Oliver Mtukudzi. He's passed on now,
Yes,
but
yes,
he
I
had
know him.
something similar to those strings and yeah, and obviously the Zambezi River as well. It gets people asking questions about what it means, and then they go and find out more about the countries and the
Mm-hmm.
region. So yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
basically trying to show where I'm from.
Mm.
That's the whole point.
All right. So you
Yeah.
use your music to sort of tell your story and where you're from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, hundred
Okay.
percent, hundred
That's
percent. Yeah,
powerful. All right. So as an artist living in the UK and being from African origin, of course, what are the some of the good things and some of the negative experiences that you've had as an artist? What are some of the challenges that you've had?
the challenges that I know that I've faced being an African artist in the UK, the main ones would not so much now, but before, like a few years back, it was more of radio play,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously it's an English country, so a lot of the music that is on the radio is very like Western sound.
Mm-hmm.
So and a lot of Afro and all that kind of stuff weren't being played. So when I it was a bit of a weird space where should I do music for the radio, like something that will be popular, or should I do something that represents me?
Mm-hmm.
So the challenge is where if I'd done Afro beats and anything that's so Afrocentric,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't get a lot of recognition because a lot of Africans in the UK, it's weird at the time they didn't support other
Yeah.
African artists.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that. I would say that was the challenge there. But obviously now with
Now it's a
Afro
bit
being
better.
quite big, it's slightly easier to get on radio and get played
Yeah.
everywhere.
And when it comes to monetary, of course, as an artist, you want to make a bit of money. Is the money there?
It's the money's in streaming now. Unfortunately, it's streaming and events. So I would say we make a bit more money when we do shows and all that type of stuff. But at the moment, the stage that I'm at right now, I'm still trying to figure out who I really, really am and trying to hone my craft. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
focused on the money that much because I know
Mm.
if I do a really good job, the money will be enough. It
The
will be
money
just
will,
there.
yeah, the money will follow you if you do quality work, right? Okay, quickly
Yes, yes.
as we start winding up, I just want to ask you about a nomination you had for the UMA Awards. What's that about?
Sorry, say that again. I
You
didn't
were
hear what you said.
nominated for the UMA Awards, right?
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Please tell us,
UMA,
yeah, tell us a
the
bit about
UMA
that.
awards are basically an award body that recognizes people in the UK that have contributed to a sound in certain areas,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of where they're signed or basically it doesn't look at what you've done. It just looks at your contribution, how much you've
Mm.
done, and what kind of quality of music you've had. So I had a nomination for it in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
which is really good. It caught me off guard. It's basically I live in the UK, but I live in Manchester.
Yeah.
So in Manchester, the Afrobeat community isn't that big. So
Mm-hmm.
being one of the only people then pushing the sound,
Yeah.
it made a big difference.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, that's amazing. Thank you so much for joining me here. Of course, do you have other future projects that we should be maybe looking forward to? As we're gonna play your song just after this interview, but do you have future projects we should be looking out for? Maybe collaborations that you'd like to tell us about?
Yes, yes, yes. I've just dropped my brand new EP called 15 Democrat. That's out right now. It's streaming everywhere on YouTube, Spotify. So I've got that out the way. So now what I've been doing is I've been working with a lot of other different artists from different parts of the world. So we've not yet put dates on, but in the next, let's say, as soon as quarantine's done, there'll be more stuff coming out from Pridoz. So
Yeah.
just look out for Pridoz.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff coming.
Thank you so much. And on social media, where can we find you if we want to follow you and see some of the things you're up to?
Yeah, you can find me on all social media. If you just type in Pridoz, Pridoz, so there's a Z at the end, so it sounds Pridoz. So if you type in Pridoz on every platform, you should be able to find me on there.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you. We really appreciate you joining us here on the show. Wishing you all the best. Wishing you all the success. And please make sure you take care of yourself, right?
Thank you. Yes, definitely. Yeah, we'll do.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.